So we're sitting in the IT office, just hanging out, right? It was a pretty quiet morning, pretty much. Next thing I know, our virus alert emails start flying off the handle, talking about, hey, what's going on? We got a user, and it was early. It was before this guy even came in. This guy is downloading or attempting to download some viruses. There was some, yeah, you carried out the assignment. You was the henchman. This guy's downloading something on his computer, and we're getting virus alerts, malicious attempts popping off. And of course, what I try to warn users when I do stuff, like, look, whenever you do something, your username is attached to it. Your computer name is attached to it. When you do something dumb, it doesn't take but 5 seconds. It doesn't take any seconds at all to find out who's doing it and where you're doing it. Come to find out, this moron was right down the hallway from us. And we were like, you know what? When the email came through, we just kind of looked at each other like, oh, God, what's going on? Let's go take a look. So we both went over there. And normally this is, I think he normally came in at 8:30 a.m. And this went off like a little early. It was like 8:15. Like, this guy doesn't even belong here. What is this guy doing here? Something's odd. Something odd is going on. So we go in there, and he's just sitting in there, looking nervous. Like, yeah, so we got some alerts from your computer. What's going on in here? Like, is there something wrong? And by the way, like, what are you even doing here? Oh, he's like, oh, well, I just wanted to do some things when we on the computer. I just logged on a little early to do a little research. Okay, all right. Well, what exactly were you doing, sir? And for a little bit more background, this was like, this was about 10-ish years ago. And back then, well, how do I set the story up correctly? I'm going to say what he did, and then the background, put the background in afterward. So, like, oh yeah, I said, so what were you doing? Whatever it wasn't work related. So what were you doing on the computer? Were you just doing something a few minutes ago on this computer? He's like, oh yeah, I was doing a little research, looking some stuff up. Well, okay, you mind telling us what you were looking up? He said, well, I was looking up some song lyrics for a song. And I don't know if you realized if how long you folks have been in IT, but 10-15 years ago, the most malicious websites on the internet were not porn sites, were not crazy stuff like that. It was song lyric sites. So this guy is looking up song lyrics on the on the work computer and getting attacked by horrible websites for wherever he's searching for these songs. So I'm like, what would possess? Like, you may not know this, but as IT people, we know that currently lyrics websites are probably the worst, like the most dangerous sites that are out there. Like, if you're looking for song lyrics, you don't want to do like a search on your computer. And he's like, yeah, I know. I kind of figured that. I'm like, so if you knew and you kind of figured that, first of all, how do you know this? He's like, well, I tried it at home, and every time I tried it at home, we got a virus. So I figured I'd do it here because we have virus protection here at work. So I said, so let me get this straight. You got a virus at home from doing something, and your next thought is to come to work and do the exact same thing. This actually happened, ladies and gentlemen. He was here with me. He's right in the chat. He was there standing beside me. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? This was back when I was really a butthole in this era. This was the point in time. Like, this was peak regular angry IT guy. So between me being angry and exasperated at this idiot and having a muscle behind me, because my muscle was right there with me. And he, hey man, we just yanked the cords out of the back of his computer. We just yanked his computer out. And my man in the chat, he just picked his computer off his desk and grabbed it, just snatched it and put it under his arm. said, man, give me that computer. So, and again, on the theme of people that do the dumbest things are the loudest about things. So he, as we walk out of the computer, I'm like, yeah, we got to check this computer out. So this guy, he starts getting exasperated at us, and he stands up and he says, hey, well, where's the replacement? And he said, no, I'm taking this computer with me. This computer's coming with me. He's like, well, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I got to go to work. What am I? Hey, you should have thought about that before you was trying to, do some lyric sites. Well, he's like, well, what's going to happen if my manager asks me? Well, we'll just have to tell him what you did, to where you don't have a computer. That's not my problem. That's your problem, sir. I don't know if we actually did give him a replacement computer. I think we did, or we ran a virus scan on his computer or something for it. But man, when you do something that dumb, I'm gonna make you suffer if I can. I'm sorry. I was in rare form at that point in time, though. I had a lot of latitude there. But I think we did. We went to his manager and we were like, no. We didn't go to his manager. His manager came to us. He called us. I'm like, yeah, what's going on? Something went on. Like, why do y'all have his computer? Why doesn't he have a See, here you go. I'm not going to get personal with our users now. I'm not going to do that. I have to be nice. I've been planning on telling this story for years. I had a fake name for him and everything. See, but yeah, man. So his manager comes. Yeah, something's going on. I heard there's something wrong with his computer. Yeah, there is something wrong with his computer. He downloaded viruses on his computer this morning. Did he tell you that? Huh? Did he tell you that? Oh. I'm like, yeah, but we'll make sure we'll get him a computer in due time. Do you have something, non-computer related that you can assign him to while we taking a look at his computer, clearing his computer? If it takes too long, we'll think about giving him a replacement.